And we're doing more of The Legend of Korra. This is season 4, episode 3. We are now, in the depths of season 4. We're diving right in, and we're in the last episode we met Miss Beifong herself, and not Lin Beifong or Su Beifong, but Toph Beifong is in this show, which is crazy to me. That's crazy. Like, I kind of assumed that she would just be dead, but then in a previous season they mentioned that she was out there somewhere, and then I kind of forgot about it, and then she came in last episode. It was great. So I'm excited to see what kind of guidance I imagine she'll give Korra, because I feel like that would be her purpose in this show so far, is to provide guidance to Korra. But what kind of guidance? I think I thought a little bit about it last episode, but let's see what the show gives us. And if you guys are watching this video, I hope you're enjoying them, and I hope that you support the channel and support the video, because I'm a small channel and every little bit counts and every little bit helps me out, and I would love to get more support so I can get more people in, so that I can continue to do these videos for as long as possible. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the thing that I always say, which is that if you want, my Patreon account is in the description below, and that has the full-length reactions to these episodes, as well as early access, so you can get the next 4 episodes or something on my Patreon account right now, and you should go check that out, because that means we'd be halfway through the final season of Legend of Korra, so pretty exciting. But yeah, anyway, without further ado, let's jump into season 4, episode 3 of The Legend of Korra. Here we go. The coronation. Oh, interesting. Okay.
All excited to see my coronation when all of a
Here
sudden
we go.
the
The coronation.
rolling through. Now, don't get yourself in a tizzy. I'll have ministers for all that. No, sir.
This guy reminds me of
Mako, when you get to
Scadlin from
bossing,
Vox
say
Machina.
it'll just be 2 kooky pals living the life. Yay. Look, it's gonna go like this.
You sure that's the guy you want running the Earth Kingdom?
Yeah, I mean,
sending a delegation of experienced advisors.
yeah, so he's not going to be doing anything, I guess.
I'm concerned about reports I've heard regarding Kuvira's growing military.
Yep.
They say she's throwing some of her dissenters into prison camps.
Well,
Yeah,
she'll
we
be
might
stepping
need
down
Korra.
tomorrow. She gave me her word that she'd step down.
Okay. Oh, I don't know.
I'd feel a lot better if Korra were here.
Yeah. Nothing's going terribly wrong yet. It's just all unsettling,
The world needs me.
Get over yourself. The world doesn't need you one bit.
I've stopped some really bad people from
Yes, you
doing
have.
some really bad things.
But did that make crime disappear? Nope.
True.
There's that the names change, but the street stays the same.
So I thought Beifong was grumpy.
I'm the original Beifong.
Yeah.
So
But I can't stand you being so pathetic and getting your butt kicked all
This
the
is so tough. Wow.
All right. I guess I can help.
She hasn't changed that much.
You want to hug something? Go hug a tree. Here.
Wow.
Bolin is back.
Oh shit! Don't be scared. You left on good
You have
terms.
replaced me with a new girlfriend. Well done, boss, girlfriend, same thing.
I'm afraid there's been a mistake.
That's funny.
We have you and your partner booked in the same
Shows how
room,
she sees
with only one
relationships.
bed.
Desna sleeps in the tub.
Never thought I'd be allowed back in the Republic City 4 elements. Raiko must have
Yeah,
turned
after
purple when Kuvira made
being
him pardon me of my alleged crimes.
Evil.
Bolin!
Ah, that's cute.
I see myself in the mirror sometimes and I think I'm in trouble before I realize it's only me.
What's it like working for Kuvira?
From what I've heard,
that's
she's
great.
pretty harsh. We're turning around the Earth Kingdom like you wouldn't believe.
Oh,
You
poor
remember how
Berlin.
bad Grandma's neighborhood in Bossing Say was? Chasing the ladies, mako style.
Well, I've been working for Wu.
Yeah, he's just a bodyguard now.
I'm sure you've heard that we're engaged. She's going to be an official member of our family.
I don't like
glad
his
that she'll be
smug
stepping down
face.
after tomorrow.
You'd prefer to be ruled by that royal idiot?
Yeah, it's
I
kind of
hope I'm not
a
saying this.
two
You're pretty
evils.
easy on the eyes for
Which
a
one's the lesser of two
military type.
evils?
See, I'm in the presidential suite.
Not anymore. I
What
had
the
you
fuck?
moved out.
Oh no!
Wait, what?
On the 7th floor.
Junior suite?
Yeah,
Something you
I
should
don't
know
think she's
about
stepping down.
I always get what I want.
No, yeah, she's not stepping down today.
Like the crown.
There's no crown?
Oh God.
How will people know when I'm officially the king?
Get like a
We still have
McDonald's
one of the royal
paper
jewels
crown.
we can pin on you. Think of it more as a royal brooch.
I mean, it's
Are
pretty
you telling me
cool,
there are
honestly.
no-
Just try on the brooch, Your Grace. You'll see it will look beautiful.
Don't touch me.
Try on the royal cock ring. Okay, let's see what Toph's like in her old age. Oh shit, man!
I was thinking that you were gonna.
Exactly.
You were thinking?
Go again.
Do it based on feel and instinct. Damn. I was gonna say, like, she's not even looking, but she's blind. Of course she wasn't. At least you got cleaned. Look how clean you are, girl.
Pathetic. You're by far the worst. I know that's only
Two.
one other avatar,
Yep.
but still. The roots and vines, they run all over the world.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
can see Zaofu and Republic City.
This is actually a good place for Toph. It makes sense.
Everything.
Because they did say these roots were connected to the whole world, you know? Nice try.
Compared to me.
Long may you reign.
Oh, yeah, this is lame.
Kuvira, rise.
Uh-oh.
Kyoshi Medal of Freedom.
Cool.
Our nation's stolen, unlike the royal pinky rings.
And if you don't mind, I'd like to say a few words.
Oh, no, don't let
Why
her.
not? We've got 6 hours to fill.
Oh,
Growing
no.
up in Zaofu with Suyin Beifong, and that technology and innovation should be what drives a nation forward.
I mean,
It was the
kinda,
pathetic
yeah.
rule of Earth Kingdom to descend into such
Kinda,
incredible disarray.
yeah.
It's
But I don't
taken
think
me
you should
3
be in
years
charge.
to get it back on track. The Earth Kingdom is no more. And from
Oh,
here on
God.
out, this man has no authority.
Oh,
What?
my
But I
God.
just got the royal brooch.
And I will continue to lead it into the future myself.
Oh, my God.
Bringing about a new era of prosperity.
We love you, Kuvira.
Oh, and people are behind her. Well, her
And
own
let me
people
assure
are
my
behind her
fellow
mostly.
leaders of one thing. Or stands in our way.
Oh, God.
Will be crushed.
Oh, God. I've definitely got things to talk about with her character. I kind of feel bad for him.
This train has left the station, and we own the track.
Yeah, of course he'd be into it because he's in the successful
Now
team,
that's a
You look worried, Bolin.
as he should be.
Yeah, well, then stick with me. I'm going to need your help now more than ever. Raiko and the other leaders want to bully us into accepting some idiot king. We have to stand strong against them.
I'm
I
just not sure.
agree
about
with
this
her on
whole
a small
empire
level,
thing.
but
It seems pretty aggressive.
yeah.
And what was that part about the crushing?
Believe me, conflict is the last thing I want.
She knows how to
help me
appeal
make
to
history, Bolin.
Bolin because she's coming off as
stand
genuine
by
right
you.
now.
Now you're taking an interest in world affairs. A little late, isn't it? When the Queen fell,
No,
and everyone
this is
was
an important
asking you
time to do
help
it.
keep the Earth Kingdom from falling apart.
I didn't want to seize power for myself, which is what you've done.
Mm.
I'm telling you, for the good of everyone.
I stepped up. I provide stability and equality.
Oh shit.
Tell your... Then you know what's coming for Zaofu.
Oh my God, man.
First, I
She's
lose
a
my
very
shoes, then I
interesting
lose my
character.
throne. Not getting to come back to Ba Sing Se with me.
Don't worry about me. I'll find a way to make it.
Kind of went well
Good
for
old
him.
Mako. Get rid of him. He's with her.
He's my brother.
His brother, yeah.
Is working on some new innovations. We're making history.
By crushing anyone who gets in your way?
You're doing
That-
both.
She might seem hard to deal with, but it's just because she's so passionate and believes in what
I
she's
can
doing.
see why he
It
thinks
seems
this.
like she's just a dictator who's taking the Earth Kingdom by force.
Friend in there would be a better leader than Kuvira?
Well, no, but still.
Yeah.
Still what? Come on, Mako. I'm making a difference out there. What are you doing, huh?
I don't want to work for your glorious emperor and her military dictatorship.
Fine.
This
I'm
is-
gonna go back to my awesome train.
This is a
enjoy
good
licking the king's
argument
boots in your
because
Junior Suite.
I totally get it from both sides, you know? And I think Bolin actually is making some good points, even
Sorry,
though
sport. I heard it
I don't
all.
think overall
Can't
he's
believe
right.
him.
I never realized how much I missed tormenting the Avatar.
Of
I wish
course.
you were putting up more of a fight.
Ragdoll all day long.
I know. I'm an old
It was
lady,
amazing.
And I would have destroyed you.
Wow, her laugh is a lot
Just
like
don't understand
Toph.
why I can't get back to my former self.
Probably carrying around that medal doesn't help.
What metal?
The little bits of metal poison stuck in your body.
What?
Are you trying to tell me you can't feel metal
She still
in your
has
own
some
body?
in there?
Oh, my girl's never really picked up metal bending all that well, if you ask me.
That's been my problem this entire time. I gotta get it out. You can get it out for me,
Might
right?
have been one of your
Who do
problems.
you think you're talking to?
Where did you get those shirts?
Ace is right. There's something
That kind of lame shirts.
Stop it, little king!
Don't throw things at people.
We need to get you
I'm
out
covered
of here.
in juice.
The throne! Out of my way!
Hey, come on, man.
It's my coronation day. You'll have another birthday next year, but I'll never have this day back again.
I mean, that's true, but let the kids sit on it for a bit longer.
My life.
Oh, I do actually feel bad for. I know he's a douche and
Do you
weird.
really want to be the king? I mean,
But I do
Kuvira
feel
might
bad
be a
for him.
power-crazed dictator. You think you're the kind of person you want as your king? What have you ever done for your people?
Oh,
That was out of line.
No.
maybe he needs to
you're
hear
right.
it.
I guess I'm just a joke who got what he deserved.
Oh.
Carry me?
Okay, you need to relax.
I am relaxed.
No, you're not, Korra.
Seriously? Your body is like a twisted
She had shoes on a second ago, and now she doesn't.
I'm ready.
It wouldn't hurt if you would just relax. Stop fighting me.
I'm not fighting.
This is great. These two are like the most hot-headed main characters in the whole series, and they're talking to each other. Oh no, here comes all the PTSD.
All right, that's it. Maybe so you have an excuse not to go back to being the Avatar.
Oh, that's a good
Better, you
point.
can't do your job, so you don't have to worry about getting hurt again.
That's ridiculous.
Whatever. When you want it out, you can bend it out. If you're looking for a place to hang where no one will bother you, you picked the best swamp in the world.
I really like this. I want Toph to be in more of these
This is a mission
episodes.
of the utmost importance. Can I count on you three to bring Korra home?
Really?
You can count on one
You're
of
getting
us.
your kids to do
I
it?
don't know about these two ladies.
I think jinora is the only one you can count on, really. Okay, what's with this vine experiment?
This is going to change everything.
Why? Why? No! Don't end the episode! Tell me why and then end the episode! Shit! That was a great episode, and there were a few things that I really liked. I enjoyed a lot how, like, just Toph in this episode in general, and not just because it's Toph, you know? Like, obviously there's going to be a level of excitement just from, like, hey, look, it's Toph. It's the one, you know, one of the fan favorite characters of Avatar: The Last Airbender. But also because Toph in this episode was several things. One, she was acting like the Toph we knew, which is really nice because here's what I think from my analysis of her character. We saw Toph in her adult version, right? But I feel like Toph in her adult version was sort of like more mature, I guess. I think she still made mistakes, and I think it's good seeing her now because otherwise the only real Toph version that we like, adult Toph that we'd seen, was her kind of making a lot of mistakes, you know, like we didn't get to see her being like winning and being as I don't know, like solving any problems, really, I guess is what I mean. So now that she's come back in the show, we're getting to watch her solve problems, which is good. But what was I saying? Adult Toph. Oh yes. So the adult Toph though did seem more like mature. In that, you know, she was still was hot-headed and had, you know, the things we knew about Toph, but at the same time she was she wasn't as like bratty if you could use that word, and egotistical and stuff. And I think there was a few reasons for that. One, she was going through a lot of stress at the time, which I think is probably the major reason. Two, I guess the flashbacks that we'd seen were specifically her in moments of like peril. And three, I think it's because she did mature right? And she changed and she matured over time. But I feel like now that she's gotten to her old age, she's like reverting back to the sort of person who just lies around and wants to do what she wants to do, you know, which isn't a bad thing. Like her going to a position of being like, I just want to be happy and I'm just going to go somewhere where I can be happy, you know? That's what she's done, and that is like the energy that she gave off in Last Airbender, and now it's the energy she's giving off as an old lady. And it's really good. I also think Toph's voice actress here, which is, I've got on the thing here, is Felice Sampler. I don't know who that is, but she did a great job as Toph. Like, she kind of hit a lot of the like, she does sound like what Toph would sound like as an old lady, you know? She was had the same amount of sass to her. She had a very similar laugh, and it was really impressive, honestly. I liked it a lot. And I'm just like scrolling through her Wikipedia page just to see if there's like anything that I know her from for sure, that like I'd be like, oh, she's that person, but not really. I mean, she's been in stuff that I've seen before, but like I'm not really seeing any major characters or whatever that I'm like, oh, that makes sense, you know. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, that was really great. I loved seeing Toph in her old age and seeing how she acted. I also liked her like analysis of Korra's character, and that she is like, she's one of the only people in the world I think that would be able to get through to Korra, because with most people, like, Korra's yelling at them and they're like, hang on, Korra, calm down. And then Korra yells more, and then she leaves. And eventually Korra probably comes to terms with what her problem is and goes back to the original person and apologizes to them. But that's normally the loop that we get, right? Where Korra is sort of surrounded by quite relatively calm people. Sometimes they lose their cool a bit. You know, Mako lost his cool a little bit with her sometimes. But, like, not people who could really challenge her. But what we have here is Toph, who can challenge her because, one, she has the stubbornness to keep fighting with Korra until Korra stops fighting. Two, she has the skill to kick Korra's ass if she needs to, which I think would make Korra listen to her more. And three, she has the understanding of responsibility and being a legend. Like, Korra is famous because she's the Avatar and she stopped some world-ending threats and stuff. Toph is famous because she assisted the Avatar in stopping the 100-Year War and invented metal bending. Like, she is an absolute incredible legend. That the world, and invented metal bending at what, like 12 years old or something? Like, she is a legend like none other. So she has a pedestal to stand upon to look down at Korra from. And it's great because she's using it for good, which is just, she's telling Korra like, hey, look, you're on some bullshit right now. And I like it because there was, in this episode also, she said like, okay, you got these little pieces of metal in your body, right? And Korra was like, that's it, that's the problem. And I didn't say this at the time, but I had like sort of this thought flowing through my head of like, I wonder, like, this doesn't feel like this is what they're gonna be the main problem, because it sort of puts the onus on she's still injured. And I feel like Legend of Korra and Avatar: The Last Airbender, a big part of it is about internal struggle. It's a huge part of the series. It is probably the prevailing theme of the entire series. So much so that the Avatar Legends tabletop RPG, its entire mechanics are based around what they call the balance system, which is basically your health bar. Instead of being like, you have 24 HP or whatever, your health bar is this balance scale, and it has two principles. So if we have like what Zuko would have like honor on one side and like doing what's right on the other side, right? Like responsibility or something, you know? So honor and responsibility are two principles that he lives his life by, but he will constantly shift between those two. So like he'll go all the way to his honor side at the start of the series, like he's all the way on his honor side, where it's like that's the main way he lives his life. But he can be pushed further towards the responsibility side, or ideally you want to be perfectly balanced in the middle of those two principles. So internal character struggle is a major part of the series, so much so that the TTRPG bases their health system around an internal struggle. So when we think about that, it would be strange if in this situation Korra's problem was that she had metal in her body, you know, like it would be a little strange. It would be kind of conflicting slightly with what is normally the main themes of the show. I don't think it'd be bad necessarily, but it would be a little strange, and like it wouldn't be what I'd expect from this show. But then by the end of the episode, I see what they're doing with it. Yes, she does have metal in her body. Yes, it's holding her back. It might be holding her back a lot, but what's really holding her back is the psychological effect of she is like almost holding it in to her body because she has this like subconscious fear of going back to being the Avatar and having all that responsibility again. And she's like, she is not ready to do that. And I think that is great. I think that's brilliant, because it's like she wants to be the Avatar. She wants to help people, but she also, like, I think if she woke up tomorrow and found out that that this whole thing was a dream and she was never the Avatar and she's actually just a normal girl, like a normal water tribe girl who spends time with her friends and family, I think she'd be pretty happy, you know? Because then all the pressure that she has would be off. So I really love the way they did that. Now, Kuvira is the other person to talk about, and she's a very important character to talk about right now because I think I said something in a previous episode that I'm going to maybe backpedal a bit. And keep in mind, as I'm recording this video, on YouTube, I haven't posted Season 4 yet. Season 4, Episode 1 hasn't gone up on YouTube yet. So keep that in mind, because that means I haven't read your comments on previous videos. If anyone was like trying to correct me on this point, too late, I've figured it out. Or at least I've changed my opinion slightly. I think I said that Kuvira is a different approach to villains in this show, because Kuvira seems like she's doing the right thing for the wrong reasons, and that like it's and that goes against like what the other villains have been doing, which is the wrong thing for the right reasons, you know? But now, after seeing this episode, after hearing her speech, after hearing her talk to Bolin and hearing Bolin defend her, I think I've changed it. I think she fits in nicely with the Legend of Korra villains, and it's the same sort of thing. Because what she's saying is like, the Earth Kingdom's way of doing shit is terrible, and it caused a lot of this mess. Like, Zahir didn't necessarily cause this mess. What caused this mess was the Earth Kingdom having a royal family still, and that royal family, you know, just being used and just being expected to be respected, even though they're not making any important decisions. There was a lot of things that she said, which I'm like, yeah, totally. And we saw that with the Earth Queen, because the Earth Queen sucked. She sucked. And the Earth King in Avatar the Avatar the Last Airbender, he sucked. He was terrible. Like, he was stupid. He didn't know what he was talking about or doing. He was being manipulated by the Dai Li, and then he was being manipulated by Azula. Like, he had no idea what was going on. And what we were about to see was that continuing, and we were going to get another Earth King that was like the Earth King in The Last Airbender, and then someone else probably would have taken advantage of him. So it makes sense. Kuvira is probably right that he shouldn't be on the throne. The only issue really is that Kuvira also seems to have somewhat of like a power complex. And she has this obsession with being in charge. She has this obsession with it being her, like her to save everyone and for everyone to acknowledge that she's the one to save everyone. And she seems to get off on the idea of being a conqueror, you know? And that's where we start to have a problem, because it feels like, hey, maybe, you know, maybe she could potentially be a good leader. Maybe she'd be a better leader than the royal family would be. But her intentions don't seem right, you know? So, like, I think we're back on track where it's like, just like with Zahir, just like with Amon, just like with Tarlok, you're making good points. Is it Tarlok or is it Unalak? Unalak is who I'm thinking, right? Tarlok was from season 1. Unalak. Just like with Unalak. And even Tarlok, I guess. You're making good points. And maybe the things you are preaching are correct, but you don't have the right approach to this. And that's why Korra is around, and that's why she should be around, because she's the person to listen to what they have to say, step up, stop them, and then try to, you know, improve the world based on what has happened there, you know? So I think it is, it's very interesting the way that they've been doing this. Really well written character, honestly. Like, Kuvira is a greatly written character. Again, I don't know much about Zelda Williams other than being Robin Williams' daughter and stuff, but her performance as Kuvira is really good. Like, it's solidly intimidating, but at the same time, like, when she's talking to Bolin and she's being a bit softer and stuff, like, I sort of understand her. I don't think I fully believe all her words, and I do think she's manipulating Bolin, but I would also, in Bolin's position, I'm not even going to insult him this episode, you know? Like, I called him stupid in earlier episodes, but in this episode, I think Bolin, everything that he was thinking and why he was thinking and stuff, I totally get it, you know? I think he's on the wrong side of history here, but I don't think this is his fault, and I don't think I blame him at all, because he made some good points. He was like, do you really think the prince, it would be a good idea to have on the throne right now? And Marco's like, well, no. Like, everyone kind of agrees the prince is a bad idea to put on the throne. So who do you put up there? It's tough, man. It's tough. But yeah, anyway, that's Legend of Korra season 4, episode 3. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, if you like my vibe, if you like my discussions and such, support the video if you can. Help other people find it. Let other people know about my channel if you can. And in the description below is my Patreon account that has full-length, early access, exclusive videos, and a lot of other good stuff, so go check that out. It's at least like 4 episodes ahead, so you can definitely get much more Legend of Korra on there right now. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.